see this? That's how we grow. Oh my goodness, the pump is insane. Guys, the stretch, realize this. You're gonna take anything away from this video. The stretch. Welcome guys to a full shoulder and arms day. I'm gonna be bringing you guys along for the first time. I've never done a gym vlog like this, but shoulders and arms today. It is currently 4:15 Saturday afternoon. The parking lot is dang empty, so I'm hoping when we get in there the floor is going to be empty. It's just going to be the tripod and I, unless I see somebody we can grab some clips, but for the most part just the tripod and I going to set it up, give you guys some tips on just the way that I train. I'm just going to give you guys insights on like what's so special about my training compared to the majority of people. I used to train like a bitch. I used to have a lot of useless junk volume in my training. I used to do a lot of exercises that provided no value, that didn't stimulate any growth, that didn't give me good pumps, and I used to waste a whole lot of time in the gym until I finally invested myself into a little bit of a science-based training, a little bit more research-based, and things that just feel better for me. So I'm going to give you guys insight into that. It's going to be an amazing workout. I'll catch you guys in there. All right, so for the warm-up, we did some lateral raises and some front raises just to get some blood flow to the shoulders, and then I had some arm swings in there, some rotator cuff stuff, but now we're feeling pretty loose. I'm just gonna do a set with body weight just to get the blood flow and kind of feel out the exercise, and then we'll jump into our first weighted set of dips. That's pretty solid. The reason I do dips on my shoulder and arm day is because it's gonna engage a lot of your triceps and a lot of your front delts. And without a doubt, you're gonna hit some of your chest, which is obviously not my chest day. But I think they really carry over to a strong bench press, which is something I've been wanting to work on, is getting a bigger bench. I wanna hit 3 wheels soon. So dips directly carry over to that, especially weighted dips are amazing for it, just to develop your front delt, as well as your tricep, and sure, a little bit of your chest. But I think it still falls under like that shoulder and arm category kind of thing. You can do them on your chest day. It's really whatever your preference is. I'm gonna take a few seconds, put the plate on, and we're gonna hit our first set. All right, so I kind of forgot to record the first set. I tried to, and the camera wasn't recording. So, but basically on the first set, we did 11 reps with the 45-pound plate. You guys will get to see the second set in just a second. So we have weighted dip. So peep. Let me make sure the camera focuses. So we got weighted dip. You click on it and it's a breakdown of me doing the exercise, and you get like insights on exactly how I want you to perform the exercise as a client. And then you log your weight right here. So you'd put, I did 11 reps with 45 pounds weighted. Then you go through, and then every single week, it shows you what you did last week. So every time you come into the gym, you're able to progressively overload, add a little bit of weight, add a few more reps, and keep progressively overloading, keep getting stronger. So I love this app. Apply for my coaching in bio. Let's get this workout, guys. So we did 11 reps last set. I want at least 10 or 11 this one. Ready? It's It's 10. Oh, fuck. If I didn't control it as much, I maybe could have cranked one more out. But it's okay, we got one more set. We got Robbie here. I'm gonna get him on the camera. He's gonna shoot some B-roll for me. I got one more set left. Gonna take the plate to failure and then probably drop it and then just rep out my body weight to failure again. So let's get her done. Excuse me, my ball. Oh, fuck. Don't record this, bro. That's what I call failure. Now we're gonna move on to probably some JM press on the Smith machine. She's taken right now, but we'll grab her in a sec. Get some tricep work on. So that's what separates me, who used to train like a little pussy, like a little bitch, to me actually making so much progress right now. So 11, 45 pounds. And the last set, I think we also got 11. I'll have to watch the video back and confirm that. But as you can see, hopefully this focuses. As you can see, I logged each one and then I can click add new set. And I'm gonna put in that I did maybe another 8 reps with just my body weight. So 0 pounds. Boom. Now moving on. We're not gonna do the barbell wide grip bicep curl right now. We're gonna play around with some of these, but everything's programmed ahead of time and I know exactly what my workout's gonna look like before I step in the gym. So JM press, coming right up. Let's get this work. Well, you got a few more? Good, all the way up, good. At least 2 more, come on. Well done. A few more. Way to go.
All you.
I appreciate it. You enjoy your workout?
I'm all done, appreciate it.
All done? That was the last one?
Yeah, that was all good.
Way to finish, bro.
You want to leave the 45 on?
No, I'm gonna be doing something else, so I don't need a lot of weight. I appreciate it though.
See you, man.
Yeah, have a good one. JM press. For those of you that don't know, it's basically a tricep exercise. It's pretty unique. Not a lot of people do it, but I'm gonna be laying down flat on this bench and then pressing with my triceps. It's a very stable exercise when you do it on the Smith machine. So we're gonna be cranking out sets of 10 to 12 on here. I'm gonna load up some weight on this bad boy. Hold on. I just dropped the camera for the first time in the gym, guys. I mean, look at this janky setup, bro. It's on a tiny little stick going 3 miles high. This is cooked. The 10-pound weight fell and it just barely nudged the bottom and the camera went flying. Because look at this. This is the setup. It's like, this is meant for a phone holder. I'm so cooked. I can't be treating my camera this way. This thing's worth a good amount of money. A lot of people, I see them do this exercise like this, and they'll do like a shit ton of weight. They'll be like, oh, I'm so strong. You have to go basically as narrow as you possibly can. So if I went like this, my wrist mobility would stop me from getting very deep. So I wanna still get as deep as I possibly can with my triceps, but also go as narrow as I can without limiting my range of motion. So let's see what that looks like. All the way to your neck, up. Oh. That's like 5. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. A little too heavy. I think that was 6 reps. So we're gonna go down a little bit. Instead of a 10, we're gonna put on a 5. Hopefully I don't kick the camera mid-set. I think this will actually be a good angle. Hopefully. Pump check. All right, so I basically T-Rex my arms. You'll see what I mean. I T-Rex my arms and I try to get as deep of a stretch as I possibly can, kind of like towards my neck. Oh, hopefully you guys don't just, I mean, you'll basically be staring at my crotch, but it's fine. So I'm not wide, I'm pretty narrow. And I'm going right into my neck or like into my throat. Lifting my chin up to get that crazy stretch too. Gotta be careful with that one. That's a good example of partial reps. I couldn't get it all the way up, but then I still controlled it to the deepest stretch, cranked out 1 or 2 more, and then you really have to be careful with that rack, because if you miss getting the rack, you're gonna end up with it on your throat. And it's not that much weight. I would just like let it rest somewhere, and then I'd take a wider grip and I'd push it up, because obviously my chest can do, how much weight? Okay, well you can't see it, but it's a 25 and a 10. No, 25 and a 5 on each side. So it's not a lot of weight, it's just a lot of weight for my triceps, which aren't that big of a muscle compared to my chest, right? So any moment I could just transfer that weight to my chest, press it up. It might sit on my throat for like a few seconds, but not the end of the world. If you're scared of that, either don't be a pussy or get a spotter. One more set of this, then we gotta go do some bicep curls. It's gonna be sick. Got you guys a bit of a fresh angle. Let's see what magic we can work. See how it's like locked out at the bottom? Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna get under there. Right, so I can always easily press it up like a chest press, but here, line it up. So my elbows are gonna come, or my wrists are gonna come down over my throat. Pretty narrow grip. I'm trying not to flare my elbows. I'm trying to keep them tucked into the side of my body. Two more. Oh, hopefully one more. Fuck. Big stretch, big stretch. All the way, all the way. Fuck. So that's 8. I'm gonna take a second, get some blood flow. Well, obviously I have blood flow, but give my triceps a second. Take 10 to 15 seconds, then take it to failure again. I'll probably get another 3 reps, hopefully. It's a good way to increase intensity and volume, is just take it to failure, take a few seconds, and then take it to failure again. They're called meso reps, something, some scientific term. That's not actually what it is, but whatever, let's just do it. Yep. Oh, fuck. All the way, big stretch, big stretch. Can I get one more? All the way, big stretch. Oh fuck, that almost ended up on my head. Let's do one more rep. Oh no, that's stupid. No, it's gonna end up on my throat. That felt pretty good. That's not the last exercise for triceps we're doing. So, it's going to be okay. From here, we're gonna move on to some bicep curls. You got a black wife beater? How much do you weigh?
Right now?
Yeah.
200.
209?
200.
200 flat, 200 flat. Robbie, what about you, bro?
I am 218.
He's 218. That's wicked, bro. 6'4", 218. Absolute demon, bro. Come on.
The masculine urge to keep bulking is there. Right now we're sticking to the cut, sticking to the plan. We're about to hit a crazy set. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Don't put it by my mouth. I'm gonna show you guys how to train hard. You're gonna want to mute the mic for this one. Don't even count your reps, just keep going. And when you think you're done, just pick them up.
Come on, Rob. Come on.
If you want to get a good pump, that's how you do it. Sorry.
Wicked. Motherfucker.
He was doing 140. Keep that weight up.
I'm gonna go 110.
So actually, the most hypertrophic stimulus you're going to achieve from this exercise is good.
I was gonna do stretched partials, but after seeing you go full range of motion, I feel like a bitch doing stretched partials. I do focus more on the stretch than you do. You fucking bitch.
Pump that shit out.
Oh fuck. All the way up?
Yeah, help that boy out. Help that boy out.
Oh, that stretch.
Oh, fuck. Come on. All right, last one. Damn.
See the fibers pushing in there. Ooh.
That's peak bull too. What up, Tyler?
What up, man?
But I think there's a difference in the approach that Robbie and I take, because he was moving considerably more weight than I was, and he hit probably double the reps. But I prefer to kind of focus on the eccentric more and feel my muscle fibers ripping apart. You guys can judge that based on yourself, right? I mean, dude's 220 pounds lean. So it's not that that one thing works and the other one doesn't. It's based on preference and the way that you like training. Charles, you want to hit a sit, bro?
Hit a quickie? Yes, sir.
Put the camera on him. Put the camera on him. Hold on.
Put the camera on that boy.
Oh.
Put the mic on him. I'm shaking
mic?
over here.
A quickie. On the 110.
What's your quick back? Actually, he has the mic, so everything we're saying is...
Oh yeah, you're not picking up.
Tyler Black on TikTok.
Tyler Black.
On him. Come on, Charles, what happened?
Fourth set of the day.
All the way.
Quick little droppy.
I think I'm gonna turn this more to B-roll than anything else.
Nah, that's chill. We got Charles backed up, baby. We got Charles on the floor. Yeah,
Come on, bro. You got a few more.
hit that shit,
Few
bro.
more, slight more.
That's okay. I'm gonna help that boy. Get that full stretch. Pick up my slack.
Yes, sir. Oh, the mic's almost dead.
Oh,
I think it might be dead. Oh, yeah. No, it's not. It's still kicking, but it's close.
ooh,
Charged by USB-C.
good golly.
I know I have a USB-C.
Oh golly.
I got a Nintendo.
We hit 2 sets of those machine preacher curls. Those felt amazing. And now we're gonna move on to either some rope cable hammer curls or some cable lateral raises. I haven't decided just yet. We're gonna walk over there and figure it out. But both of those are in the program. So let's go chase this pump. Tyler, thank you for
Yes,
the chargers,
sir.
bud. I'll see you soon. I don't mean to laugh, bro. This is sick, but it looks a little funny. He's training core, taking it a little bit past failure. I love cable crunches overall for core stimulus, but I've never gone past failure like this. But you really can't over fatigue your abs. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter what you have going on afterwards, as long as you're not doing like a heavy squat or like a deadlift or something. You don't need your core fresh. So if you want to be doing crazy reps like past failure, just ripping the crap out of your core, or like a minor muscle group like your biceps or something, I don't see a lot of problems with that. The fatigue doesn't really impact you. It doesn't impact your CNS. So, I mean, he's been going at it for I don't know how long. Almost the whole stack too. So train the way you want to, the way you enjoy to train. That's the message you can take away from this. Train the way you want to train. All right, so moving on to the rope hammer curl. I try to implement some hammer curls just because they feel good. So some days I'll do dumbbell, some days I'll do these rope ones, but I'll make sure to get as close to the cable as I can and get a full stretch in my bicep. I almost like push my elbows together forward to keep the tension on my bicep at the bottom. I wouldn't typically do that. I'm not the kind of guy to go all out on my first set, simply because you can stimulate similar hypertrophy by training just to failure. As you notice there at the end, I was just like cranking like partial reps. The fatigue that comes with that is super high, meaning on my next set, I'm not gonna be able to do nearly as many reps. So usually what I'll do is I'll hit it like basically to failure, where I just can't do a full rep anymore. And then on my next 2 sets, that's where I'll really just push it, do some partials, whatever. I don't really care about fatigue, but that's kind of the approach I take. Charles, your hands are shaking like a motherfucker, buddy. You had, you had a crazy set back there, didn't you? You're good, bro. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Charles. Yes, sir. Emergency situation. We need to go past failure. So he started with the whole stack. Now he's a little bit less, plus that. Cable crunches are amazing. Notice how his hip position is staying the same and he's crunching purely with his abs, right? He's stretching them out at the top and then curling in almost as if he was trying to suck his own shit, you know? But that's the mindset you want to approach this exercise with, is you trying to like scrunch up into a ball and then open up as much as you can. A lot of people mess this up and they just end up doing like hip flexor crunches where they crunch, but their core is not even moving. They just, like their upper body stays in a straight line and they just move their upper body with their hip flexors. It's not even hitting your abs. You look like a dumbass. This is actually targeting his core all the way. One of my favorite overall core exercises, if I had to do one for the rest of my life, it'd probably be this, that or hanging leg raises. All right, so the next exercise we're working with is the cable lateral raise. Now, the benefit of doing a cable over a dumbbell is the fact that you're able to maintain tension on your shoulder throughout the entirety of the movement, right? So with the dumbbell, you're doing it like this. When you get to the bottom, you have no more tension on your shoulder. And the stretch of your medial head, having tension at this very bottom position is very important because the stretch is where you're gonna stimulate the most hypertrophy, right? So a cable allows you to do that. And instead of doing it out in front of me, I like doing it behind my back because that puts it in a bit of a pre-stretch position. You're able to like really just reach behind you, put a deep stretch into that medial delt, take it to failure, and that's what's going to give you like that capped shoulder kind of look. So let's see what that looks like. I'll usually go all the way up to 90 or close to 90. Notice how I'm reaching like behind my back. So now I can just do partials. That just destroys your medial delt, which kind of gives you like that rounded capped shoulder kind of look. This has led me to grow my shoulders so much more. It's playing around with more of a stretch opposed to just spamming lateral raises. They're great and all, and I'll still do dumbbells occasionally, but these have been my go-to just because I can keep the tension on the stretch, and that just stimulates that much better growth within your shoulders. I ended up doing 2 sets of the cable rope hammer curls, and now I'm messing around with these. It's like a chin-up bicep curl kind of variation. I forgot, I think it was Tom Priest. It was like this short, famous bodybuilder. He was like 5'4" or something, but he had massive arms, and his favorite bicep exercise was this. Chin-ups are super effective at growing your biceps because you're not just curling with your bicep, it takes it through multiple planes of motion, right? So you're coming here, you'll see what I mean. It's a really nice squeeze, and you get a good stretch too. So I'll lean back a little bit, stretch up on my biceps, curl inwards. So a chin-up would just be doing this. I'm using my biceps and going towards like my chin. Oh my goodness. This thing absolutely rips. Maybe do, so this was my second set of that. I'll maybe do one more. But I love doing like different supersets, not even supersets, just going in between exercises on my shoulder and arm day. Because if you really just sit there and isolate each muscle group and like, oh, Duncan, cable lateral raises. And it just takes like hours to get through a shoulders and arm day if you want to crank like high volume. So just to increase the volume and increase my efficiency, I'll just go through and I'll do like this in between, right? Cable laterals, hop onto this, or something with like a tricep. Just keep like going in between to make it more time efficient. This is gonna be our last and final exercise of the day. So the JM press, the one that we did that's like this on the Smith machine, that one, it doesn't have much of a bias to any of the heads of the tricep. So you're really gonna be knocking out all three without like a bias to a certain one of them, just cranking out kind of all three. I always like to do at least one emphasis on the long head of the tricep, which adds a lot of, just overall, which just adds a lot of mass to your tricep, right? And the way to isolate your long head is to be doing an extension in the overhead position. So this could be like a skull crusher, this could be with a cable, dual. What we're gonna be doing is a single arm overhead tricep extension. So I'll grab it, rotate over my head, step here, and then I won't have my elbow straight up. I'll have it a little bit of an angle. I can honestly go a little bit heavier. Go to 20 pounds. And you get a way deeper stretch in your tricep when doing overhead movements. Which is just feels insane. Notice how I control the stretch on every rep. Focusing on the stretch. Feels amazing, feels amazing. Let's do this. Hopefully that's in the clip. Same thing here, over. Oh. It's so much easier if you face a mirror because you can see yourself. So I'm not straight up. I have my elbow at the tiniest bit of an angle. Then I'll do a few partials. Okay. Killer. Do a few sets of these. I think we're gonna finish up with some biceps and call that a workout. Come on now. All right, so one of our last and final exercises is the incline bicep curl. Now, you'll notice I'm at a really big incline. And the reason being is that this exaggerates the stretch that you get at the bottom. A lot of people, I'll see them do bicep curls, incline bicep curls, and they'll be like this. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but the thing is, you're not getting the most out of the exercise because the tension of the weight is off of your bicep at the bottom of the movement, right? So I'm just like, I'm relaxed. The tension isn't on my bicep. So the way that I do it is I retract my shoulder blades and I keep my elbows like this so that the tension stays on my bicep the entire time, and the movement is harder, so much harder at this bottom stretch, which is where you're gonna stimulate the most hypertrophy. So let's see what that looks like. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Now, this is optionary. You don't have to do this, but once you take that to failure, then you could just keep going with normal bicep curls. Oh fuck. Oof. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. That's cooked. Oh my goodness, the pump is insane. Guys, the stretch, realize this. If you're gonna take anything away from this video, the stretch and the eccentric is where you grow. So with any muscle group, just focus on the stretch. Try to keep the most tension on the specific muscle group that you're trying to target at the utmost stretch position. So with this, my tension isn't off the bicep when it's stretched, it's on my bicep. And that's why movements like this are going to be scientifically superior to just the average bro lifting, right? If I were to just pick up dumbbells, start swinging them, like sure, you might stimulate some hypertrophy. Sure, if you get stronger with that movement, chances are you're still gonna grow to a certain extent. But like science says, the most hypertrophy is stimulated when the muscle is stretched with the load. You guys get the gist. Implement this into your training. I promise you your gains are going to skyrocket. And look at this, bro. 22.5 pounds. I only got like 8 reps. Look at the fucking size of my arms. They're not massive, but I've grown them significantly from implementing this into my routine. So do another set of this. My biceps are so cooked. I think I've done like 8 or 9 sets. So we're gonna call it there. Maybe one more set of lateral raises just to get some blood flow in there for the pump. Then we're gonna go flex and check out the pump. Barely made it through the whole day. All right, let's lift this up a little bit. Fantastic workout. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, what a pump. See, I don't really have a chest pump. I got a chest pump at the beginning when I did dips. You see this? That's how we grow. And you see the front delt? Hold on. You see the front delt? I don't even isolate them. I think front raises are one of the dumbest things you could possibly do. Because you get so much volume in your front delts from just doing pressing movements, right? Incline press, shoulder press, dips. Even some dudes get volume with tricep extensions because it's an ego lift, right? So you get a ton of volume. I don't think it's smart to isolate it and do front raises, just laterals. Holy crap. Now that I'm peak bulk, you know, I look okay. I look still pretty fat, but if I flex, I look like decently lean. My front double bi is ass. I look like a cinder block. I have no definition in my arms. But it is what it is. We got some amazing clips today. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. I hope you took a ton of value away from it. It was a fun time filming this for you guys. First vlog. I'll be sure to release more in the future. Let me know if you guys want more content like this in the future. And my coaching link is going to be the first thing in my bio. Follow my Instagram. It's also going to be in my bio. Love you guys. Have a good one. Mwah.